Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Robert Dodd Stadium here on the campus at Hilltop High School for a beautiful Friday night. Look at that sunset. I'm going to let you go ahead and view that as we go ahead and talk about some of the key players for today's game. And we will start off with Hilltop. And we'll talk about quarterback number 18, Javen DeAnda, having an amazing year so far. He is ranked number 2 in the San Diego CIF section, and that includes San Diego County as well as Imperial County for quarterbacks. And he's number 15 in the state, and that's also playing the last 2 games with a broken finger. So he's having an incredible year. He has thrown for 1,608 yards already in 6 games with 113 completions, and his average is 14.2 yards per completion. Nice job, Javen DeAnda, the senior quarterback here for Hilltop, number 18. Keep an eye on him. He will be making some great plays tonight for Hilltop. Over onto the rushing side, our man on the backfield, that's number 6, Jeremiah Serrano, also a senior. Jeremiah is averaging about 107 yards per game. He has 643 yards total in 6 games with 117 carries, doing an amazing job as a workhorse here for Hilltop out of the backfield. We also have number 7, Abraham Avila. Abraham's our diamond in the rough that's basically been our spark plug for the team this year. In 6 games, he's had 30 carries, 170 yards. That doesn't sound like a lot. However, this young man gives you the boost and the yards when you need it and really fires up this offense. Doing an amazing job, number 7, Abraham Avila. Coming over to our receiving core, number 4, Marco Akia, senior, has been leading the way for the Lancers with 39 receptions for 638 yards. He is averaging just over 16 yards a reception, and he is number 3 in the CIF San Diego section ranking for receivers. Now, here's a good tidbit. He's number 3 with only 5 games. He did not play last week, will not play today as well because he has a broken collarbone. So those numbers have done very well with a game down on the rest of his competition. Also on the receiving core for Hilltop, our next standout is number 12, Lahi Zoomstein, also a senior. We are very heavily loaded with seniors this year. Zoomstein, on 20 receptions, has 336 yards. However, just a shy under 17 yards per reception average. When you want to go long, Lahi Zoomstein is your man. Over on the defensive side, Hilltop has a couple guys that are in the top rankings for the San Diego section. Tony Candelaria, senior, number 24, has 19 solo tackles, 35 assists, and with a total of 54 tackles, he is tied for number 10 in the San Diego section. And at number 13 in the section is senior Gage Scruggs. Scruggs has a total of 53 tackles, and he is an unsung hero because he is involved in almost every play back there. And rounding it out, our defensive line, for stats, we have 3 players with 3 or more sacks on the season so far, and that is Mr. Panetta, senior, with 3 sacks. Isaac Valdespino with 4 sacks, and then Michael McShane with 3 sacks on his own. So expect a great night out of Hilltop this evening. We played Mountain Empire last year. It was a tight game, played in their Amber Light field down there in the valley in East County. It was very cold, very dark lit field, and Hilltop came into it thinking they were just going to roll over the Redhawks, and the Redhawks put up a great fight, and Hilltop had to earn every ounce of that victory last year. All right, over on the Redhawks side for Mountain Empire, their quarterback, Whitehead, is a junior. We only have stats for 2 games, but in 2 games, he's already put up 388 yards throwing on 21 completions. He's averaging 18.5 yards per completion with 194 yards per game. Doing a great job there. He is also their second leading rusher. Number 44, Brennan, has 61 yards rushing in those 2 games, 27 carries. And then over on the receiving side, number 80, Smith, a junior, has 129 yards on 9 receptions in 2 games. as well as Daniels, who has 229 yards on 9 receptions as well, with a 25-yard per catch reception. Great job there for the Redhawks. Looking over on the defensive side, and Brendan, number 44, also leads the team with 15 tackles, followed by Smith, number 80. Their players do play both ways out there on the East County. All right, so we're going to get ready to come back here around 6:50 for pregame and kickoff. Hope that you join us then. Thanks for joining us for pregame as we look into today's game, and we will see you soon.